Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on Greg Tech New Horizons. I'm Tone300 and today I'm going to look at some more of these LV machines and see if we can get them set up. So I've gone ahead and crafted a couple of them up, which is the basic chemical bath and the basic fluid solidifier. These are a couple of quests in the LV age. Chemical bath is there. And the other one was, no, it wasn't that one. It was around here somewhere anyway. It's that. It's the basic fluid solidifier, wherever it is. I'm wondering where it is now. There's so many on here though, right? We did this one as well. I've made up the low voltage fluid tank, holds 64,000 litres in one tank rather than the 32,000 the other tank used to hold. Still looking for this. There we go. Ah, it's one of the main quest lines. Basic fluid solidifier. So this is going to be handy for me because I've got a lot of molten rubber. If I can turn it back into solid rubber, I can obviously get rubber sheets and stuff. So let's start with the chemical bath as it's there. So my thoughts are, let's get the wire cutters. So basically if I want to make paper, we can make it easier in a chemical bath. There's other things we can make in there, loads of stuff as well. So I've got quite a lot of excess wood anyway from my wood farm. So I've made another macerator. So I want an item auto output. I'll just set the output to the chemical bath. I'm then going to item auto output the chemical bath outside into a iron chest. The end result should be paper. So let's grab some wood. As you can see, this is constantly filling up. It can't burn it quick enough. In fact, that's because the whole system's full up now. Anyhow, we'll come back to that. Let's try this out. We'll grab some wood. It's going to take 20 seconds. I mean, I need wood pulp for my fertiliser as well, so it may be I change the output to a chest sometimes on the side just to make wood pulp. So it's handy to have it down here anyway. So that's now put into the chemical bath, which takes about 10 seconds. Paper, easy as that. So it's definitely worth doing. It's quite a simple setup. Good way of just getting paper really, using up some of the excess wood. And as I say, I will put another chest here at some point, switch the output and fill it up with wood pulp, so I can make more fertiliser when needed. So that covers the chemical bath. I mean, there's loads of other recipes. There's 2,720 recipes. We don't have time to obviously do all of those. And as required, we'll adapt the setup whatever we need. Right, the fluid solidifier. This is one that's going to be more handy for me at the moment. So I'm going to dark spot it. For those that don't know, if you press F7, it will highlight any dark spots with the red X's. That's where mobs can spawn. Okay, so at the moment we've got the assembling machine, which we just put our tin wires in and it makes us tin cables. So, what if I need rubber sheets? For example, is it conveyors that need them? It's one of the items, either conveyors or something like that. think it is the conveyor. It's the LV version. There we go. So yeah, this requires 6 rubber sheets every time I want to make a conveyor. Now I've got a little bit of a stock of them, so I'm not too worried, but once they run out, I am going to need a way of making more rubber sheets, other than manually. Especially now all my rubber production is in the form of molten rubber. So if I have another outlet to this bronze pipe, which is full of molten rubber, and we are going to need power as well. That's underneath on this one, in this setup. Right, so we've got 4 times tin cable, so what I'll need to do is just run upstairs. Yep, don't have any on me. Because if I use a 2 times tin cable, it's just going to melt, cause a fire, and probably an explosion. Definitely a fire though. So 4 times cable, we only need 1. In fact, I'm not even sure I need 1 now, because the cable's already there. Anyhow, I have it if we need it. Yeah, I do need 1. I wasn't sure if I could just turn it up and put the machine on. Yeah, if we need it. Right, so basic fluid solidifier. This should just, I think it'll just start up on its own. We might have to set the input side, or we're going to need a, can we use anything on that one? There we go. It's now inputting. So if we put a mould, I think there's a mould, is it? Yeah, wow, there's 10,000 recipes on this, but if I get a sheet mould, or plate mould, that's the one. I was just checking out the iron golem there, seeing what he was up to. At some point I'm going to let him have access downstairs, I think. He's been up there for a long time. Right, so if we put this in here, this should automatically produce us rubber sheets. Now, I could do a way of turning this on and off really. I could just remove the mould. I wonder if I put a switch on top. Would that work? A lever? I've never tried putting levers on these machines. Not sure if we've got any crafted up or not. Yep, they're in here. Are they? Yeah, they're there. This might not work, I don't know. I'm just experimenting really. So let's put the mould back in so it's on. No, it's still going. This is going to drain my... I suppose actually it's just going to fill up, isn't it? Mind you, I'm going to output it to a chest. way of... I mean, I could just disconnect the pipe, couldn't I? Then it would just use up whatever's in reserve. Okay. So, still not convinced about this lever. Where does it go? Let's try it sideways. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Using up all that molten rubber. Next time I connect it, it's going to put another 16k of molten rubber in. But that's okay. We'll just connect and disconnect as and when required. It's a little bit primitive, but it's going to do the job for now, isn't it? Yeah, that's the basic fluid solidifier as well. It's already made us 100 rubber sheets. I mean, that used to take me hours to make anywhere near that number. Absolutely hours. It's very rare I could even make a full stack, so this is great. I've got a way of making cables cheaply and a way of making rubber sheets cheaply. It's all being fed by a never-ending supply of rubber wood. Now I am still having a little bit of problems with my multi-farms. I'm going to go up and have a look, see how they're doing. Because what I did is I disconnected the water supply for a while, let the tanks fill up, the water tanks, the railcraft sidings, because they kept draining themselves, and I've actually quadrupled my water supply, and I still don't think it's enough. What's that? I didn't even press jump then, it just jumped by itself. So yeah, I used to have one central tank that fed the two farms. That dried up, the farms dried up, and everything turned to sand. And this completely ran out. So it uses quite a lot of water on a cycle every time it cuts down a tree. So this was on 400,000. That was on 400, it still nearly is. So these two, just so you know, are feeding this side. So I did disconnect them and let them fully fill up before I had it all running again. And it has drained quite a lot in a short time. So at some point I'm going to get a problem again. These two are feeding the rubber farm. Now this side doesn't seem to use as much water. As you can see, they're both still pretty full. They are slowly draining, but not too quickly, not enough for me to worry about. It must be the rate the trees grow. These must grow a lot quicker and get harvested quicker, therefore the water consumption is a lot higher. So looking at my setup, I'm going to need even more of these tanks if I carry on with this. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I could make more water tanks. They're not that hard to make, they're quite easy, but I'm going to end up with quite a few. I've also increased to the instead of the small wooden fluid pipe, I've gone to the regular size wooden fluid pipe that holds 600 MB of water. So maybe that's pulling too much water out, I don't know. Obviously they're not filling quick enough. I did think about the Stirling water pump. Or do I change my farm setup? Do I now go to bonsai trees? And this side I could go to stickweed. Therefore I'll be producing resin, which I can still convert to rubber. Don't know, it's a bit of a dilemma for me at the moment, the water one. Because it is going to run out again. I mean, yeah, I can reset the whole system and let them fill up again, and it'll run for a few days or weeks in Minecraft, I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. Right, one other thing I want to cover as well, let's have a look. Bio for the masses. So here's the LV crop manager. I haven't used this yet. Is this going to be a better way to go rather than multi-farms? I want to experiment with this a bit because this you can use on bonsais and stickweed as well. So I could scrap my multi-farms and go to this if that's going to be more efficient. Don't know yet. I'm not claiming it yet because I haven't made this crop manager. I know it's an optional task, but I like to complete every step. And after that, it's 624 coke oven bricks. I can't imagine I'm going to need all these coke ovens, but if I want to carry on with bio for the masses, then it might be worth me doing. I mean, I could just break down all the coke ovens I have already and just to complete the quest, but I'll have a think on that. I mean, where does bio for the masses even lead to? I'll have a look. I mean, I'm going to want to do this, but biodiesel, I mean, this is all a long way off. Advanced coke ovens. It's all a long way off, but at some point I'm going to want to do a couple of more of these quests. 2 big ovens, yeah. So I will do that at some point. They're not that hard to make really, are they? I think you make them in the compressor. I already have quite a few of these bricks left over from last time because I made too many. So I will do that at some point, but I've also removed all my steam machines from here. If anyone remembers, they were all here with a load of netherrack furnaces. So I've removed those and placed them in here. I have got these machines crafted up ready to use as well. The basic fermenter, basic autoclave and basic forming press. So I need to set those up at some point. I've installed a centrifuge, a forge hammer and an extractor, the LV versions, to replace the steam ones that were here. And these will run off their own turbine underneath, which I had to be very careful with because it was right next to the other setup, and I don't want them to link up because these are 4x cables and I've already got 4 turbines on that system. So at some point I'm going to upgrade to 8x tin cable, and I'll connect up this steam turbine that's just sat here with the wrong way round at the moment just to remind me to do it. And then I can go to 8x tin cable, and I could actually put in another 2 turbines in there if I want to. So is that everything I've covered that I've been up to? I think so. We've been doing a little bit more processing as well. So at the moment we're processing crushed pyrite. I did fill the hopper right up, so it's nearly finished its process. The byproduct is sulphur dust. That's from washing it. Obviously once it's washed and purified, it goes into the forge hammer, which then feeds the centrifuge. And a byproduct from centrifuging it is tricalcium phosphate dust. That's why I've put a barrel on top so it outputs any of that into that, because it won't get the furnace. So I did remove the steam oven as well, that was here. That was a bit of a waste of time because it was only getting fed one item at a time. So I put a basic electric furnace in, which completed that quest as well. That just runs the same as any other furnace other than it's wired in. So these just obviously whatever goes in at the moment is iron, because my iron stock was completely depleted. So we now have 5 stacks and 49, so nearly 6 stacks of iron. The steam oven sat down here. It is hooked up, but it's not in use at the moment. It's just there for whatever I might want to cook up in bulk. Let's just eat some food before I starve. Yeah, that's what I've been up to, and in here I've made another room. So I've cleared out a whole room beneath the blast furnaces. So there's blast furnaces there, so we're underneath that. So my idea in here is I'm going to set up some additional power with the liquid fueled firebox and the solid fuel one. I think I'm going to make probably the 2x2x2 or something like that. I'm going to make them bigger anyway. And then I'll hook that up to the steam supply. I won't run it all the time. I might run the liquid one a lot more because I do have an excess of creosote. As you can see, that we have used quite a lot of steam. The iron tank upstairs must be empty, and now we're on our emergency steel tank. Not that it's much of an emergency because it holds quite a lot, but that's the ore processing that generally uses that up. Could also be this fluid solidifier now. So that's managed to make me 154 rubber sheets. Very nice. We're already on 116 paper, and all this is out of 1 stack of wood, so that is definitely a good little setup. Yeah, and that's it. So I think that covers this episode. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet this time. I know some of them have been going on quite long, but I just wanted to cover a couple of the machines that I've made and set up. Well, I wanted to cover the setup of the machines so you can see what they're doing. I also showed you the electric furnace now replaced the oven, so that's all working lovely. But yeah, things are going good apart from the water supply to the farms. So I shall leave this episode here, and thank you all for watching again. Please hit that subscribe button and like and comment below. I do like your comments, they are very useful. And yeah, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and everything, and I'll see you again soon. Bye everyone. Bye.